I'd like to bring to you James Blunt. James, pleasure to have you here.
Yes.
Actually is. Got controversy in the paper at the moment, fourth album out. We're going to talk about all of that today. This is your best-selling album since Back to Bedlam. I actually bought Back to Bedlam. Guilty, did buy it. Didn't like it, but I bought it. Did buy it. No going back. I suppose we should really let you jabber on about the album. Do you want to say anything about the album at all?
You know what? I'll write songs to fill arenas, write words that you want to hear. Just, enjoy it. And it was great fun, but perhaps it wasn't as deep and as meaningful as I would have done without.
I'll stop you there, James. That's it's all very boring. Very boring. I made a mistake.
I made many mistakes. I write them about them in songs. You can hear them.
Okay. I'm going to steam straight in with the name. Sounds an awful lot like cunt.
My name originally is actually from Denmark.
Denmark?
As in the blondes, because we all had blonde hair.
Okay.
And over the years, that's changed to Blunt.
Were your ancestors, your grandparents, were they cunts? Cunts at all?
No, not my grandparents. In about the year 955 AD, yeah, the blondes left Denmark. They joined the Normans in 1066 to come across to England then, and slowly we've lost. The name blonde has disappeared to Blunt, as well as the colour of my hair has gone darker.
You didn't really answer my question there, James. The question was, did you spend any time with your parents? Did you meet them at all, and the grandparents, and were they cunts? That's the question, James.
No, I wasn't around then, so I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, just seems like you had all of that sort of cocked and loaded and ready, like you'd been asked the family stuff about your name before. As I say, it does sound an awful lot like cunt.
Everyone nowadays knows their family history, don't they, a little bit. My family have been in different armies since, for 1,000 years, really.
Yeah, look, I've got family in the army too. I have. Let's come on in here banging on about it.
I don't.
I think you find you just did, you were just saying. A couple of 1,000 years, wait. Let's move on. James, you have been in the papers recently in regards to seeing an act on Clapham Common that you spied. Could you tell us how far down the path to the park was it that you actually saw what you saw?
Only as I went down the path.
And out of the three that were involved, were there any that your favourites that you'd consider doing first?
I can't remember. We do them all at once. I suppose I probably felt like, I'd done 3 separate things, and those are the things that I had aspired to in that time.
You were quoted as saying that you didn't have a problem with them, they just did things differently, did things in a different way. What did you mean by that?
But, I say different ways is the key. They do different things. They just do different things. Well, I think, children are introduced to different jobs by their parents, and their parents don't generally know the job that they did. So my father, opened the doors and said, "This is what I do." Reflective of being in an ugly, commercialised, celebrity-obsessed world. We're darker and more introverted.
You didn't really answer my question there, James.
You really like them.